Now the next formula I'm going to introduce is called the SortN formula. Now the SortN formula is very simple, or very similar to the sort formula. It's doing the same thing. We're going to take one or two criteria and we're going to sort out by that one or two criteria. But here's the main difference between sort and SortN. SortN only sorts the top 5 or the top 10 or the top however many you tell it to. So let's go ahead and see how that works. So again, we're going to just do a simple cell reference and copy over our labels, just like in the sort function. Next, we're going to use this SortN. Now, in this data, we only have about 20-something hogs in this data sheet. But what if you were dealing with a data sheet of, say, 200 or 300 animals, and you knew you needed to call out 10% of those animals, or you wanted to know the top 10 producing hogs in your operation, and you could use that sort, but you don't really want to sort all the data because you just want the top 5 or the top 10, or maybe the bottom 5 or maybe the bottom 10. That's where this SortN formula really comes in handy, because as we can see, the SortN returns the first n items in a data set after performing a sort. So what that n means is it just says it returns the first number of items that we specify. So let's go ahead and fill this out. So we have a SortN here. Again, we're going to highlight all of our range, just like normal. Now it asks for the n, how many that we want to sort out. So in this example, I'm asking you to find the top 5 hogs in male producing hogs from 2018 and show the duplicates. Now the show the duplicates comes in pretty handy in a second, but what I'm looking for is the top 5 hogs, so that 5 becomes our n. The next question asks is display ties mode. So whenever we're dealing with this, what we'll find out is that the top 5 producing hogs, the 5th best hog produced 6 males. Well, so did the 6th best hog. So whenever we're dealing with this, now we got to make a decision. Do we want to show duplicates, or do we want to get rid of duplicates and show just the top amount? Or what do we want to do? How are we going to show these ties and whenever it comes into these top producing hogs? So we actually have a nice little key over here. So this tiebreaker, if we go ahead and type in 0, 0 means that we show the first ties until the nth number. So we'll see what that means here in just a second. Next, we're going to sort by the top male producing hogs, number of surviving males. So we're going to sort by that column. And then we're going to say that is descending, meaning that we're going to highlight the ones that produce the most male hogs first. So we say enter. So what we see first and foremost is that it only shows us 5 hogs. And it says number of surviving males goes in descending order, just like on that sort function. But the main difference here is it's only showing us these 5 hogs. Now I talked about that tiebreaker. And before we typed in the 0. And what that means is we show ties until the nth number. But if we go ahead and type in 1, and the 1 says shows all the ties that are identical to the nth number. So I type in 1 and I say enter. Well, we added 1 down here. And what that 1 does is it says, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th best hog produced 6 males, but so did the 6th one. So it shows up there as well. If we kind of go in here and manually update one of them, and let's say that this one, actually this 7-2 actually produced 6 as well, it would show up on that one as well. And what it's doing is it's saying we are just going to find, all right, if the 5th best hog is a tie, we're going to show all of those ties. Whereas if we do the number 2, it actually removes all duplicates. The number 3 will show all of the ties plus the first unique row. So it's just a matter of how your operation works and how you really want to go about it. Me personally, I like the number 1. And that's what I'm asking you to type in right here, is to show duplicates, or that number 1 for that display tie mode. I like that number 1 because it shows me that, okay, number 5 has a tie, and under this criteria, all 3 of these hogs are equal to each other under just that one criteria. So I don't want to exclude this last one. So I like the number 1. So here we have another scenario. I want to find the top 10 hogs and surviving piglets from 2018. I want to show the duplicates, or showing duplicates, and then I want to sort by birth year low to high. So I'm going to do 2 criteria here. So again, I'm going to do my simple cell referencing for my labels. We're going to drag this across, and then we're going to follow what it's asking us to do. So we're going to say equal SortN, and we're going to use SortN, not sort, because we're looking for just the top 10. Again, we're going to highlight all of our range. We're looking for the top 10 is what it says right here. So we're just looking for number 10. We're going to ask how we're going to display the ties. I personally like the number 1. And that's what it's saying. We're going to show those duplicates. Then it's asking us to sort the column. Well, first we want to sort it by surviving piglets, high to low. Number surviving, we want high to low, so that's descending order or false. Then it also asks us that we want to then sort by birth year, high to low. So we highlight our birth year. High to low, that's false. That's descending order. Close parenthesis and press enter. So now it shows us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10 hogs, and it shows it in number of surviving piglets, first and foremost. And then if we look over here, it then shows us, well, both of these had 12 surviving piglets, but this one's a little bit younger than that one. So now what we're doing is we're finding, say, the 10 best, or maybe the 10 worst, or the 5 best, 5 worst, and we are doing this and we're sorting it under a couple of criteria to maybe find our youngest and highest producing hogs, or maybe our oldest and highest producing hogs. Or in this example, we might be looking to figure out which ones we're going to cull out of the herd. So again, I'm going to just copy my labels over using a simple cell reference. Now here I'm going to do SortN, because in this example, we are looking for the 7 lowest hogs and surviving piglets from 2018. Then we are going to sort by number of farrowed in 2017. So not only are we looking at the number of surviving piglets, but we're also going to bring in that factor of, well, how many did they farrow in 2017? And we're going to sort that low to high, because we're kind of looking for lowest hogs in this point, maybe the ones we're going to call out. Then we're going to sort by birth year low to high, because the lower ones are more of our older hogs. So theoretically, if that was our criteria, this might be some hogs that we're looking to cull. So again, we're going to highlight our range. We are going to be getting rid of 7 hogs, just like what it says. I want to show the duplicates on this one as well, so I'm going to say 1. The first thing is I'm asking is the lowest in surviving piglet numbers. So it's number of surviving. We want low to high, so that's going to be ascending or true. The next criteria that we're going to be dealing with is sort by the number farrowed in 2017, low to high. So we come over here, and this is the number farrowed in 2017, and we want to sort that low to high or true. And then the last column that we're wanting to sort is it's asking, we're going to sort by birth year, low to high. So we come up here and we're then going to sort by birth year, low to high, which is ascending, so we're going to say true. And then press enter. Now if we look at this, we have the number surviving, and what we don't have is all of these blanks. So it actually excludes all of these blanks. So if we wanted to, we can manually, well, there was none surviving here because there was no hogs. So if we wanted to, we can manually enter in all of these number of surviving. We're just going to manually do that because before it was with those blanks, it just wasn't registering. So now it says that none of these survived. The next worst one was this one, who had 2 surviving, but didn't farrow any in the year before. This one had 3 surviving, 4 the year before, but she's a little older. And now what we're doing is we're using this SortN to find maybe the 7 worst, 10 best, and then maybe the 5 best across different spectrums. And we are using multiple sorting criteria to really kind of make it a robust aspect and allowing this computer to sort out the data for us, to sort that information for us. So that way we can make a more informed decision on which animals we want to keep, possibly cull, based off of the data. And we can isolate out just the top 5 or top 7 or top 10 or anything like that, instead of using this sort function that shows every single one. We can isolate just the ones that we want to really look at.